Good morning, team. Welcome back to another edition of our video training. It's a stormy Wednesday morning. You may hear the thunder rolling outside as we talk. I appreciate all of you who watched the video last time and responded to our form. Congratulations to Jennifer Williams, who won last time's contest. Today, if you respond, check out your email, see the link to respond. You just have to answer a few questions. Today, I'm giving away a copy of Pastor Les's book, The Sound of God's Applause. So, make sure that you respond and let us know what you're thinking. Last time we talked about best practices in children's ministry, and we started with number 1, be on time, which really means be early, and number 2, smile at everyone. Both of those are essential for setting the stage for our kids as they come in to Westwood Kids, so that they know that we're glad that they are there, and it creates a good, welcoming environment. We have 2 more that we're going to cover today. And the first one is, a best practice of Westwood Kids is that we engage the kids. Every minute that we're with them, we're engaging the kids. It is essential that we remember that we're not just there to babysit. We're not there just to make sure they don't hurt each other. We're not just there to check a box that we served in the church today. We are there to engage the kids. We are sharing life-changing truth with them every single week. The beauty of Studio 316 is we don't have hardly a minute wasted. We are busy from the minute they walk in to the minute that they leave. And so it's essential that you, whether you're a small group leader, whether you're a large group leader, whether you're a workshop leader, whatever you do, that you are engaging the child every single moment that they're there with us. Listen to this verse from Colossians. Colossians chapter 4, starting in verse 4. Pray that I may proclaim it clearly, that's the gospel of Christ, as I should. Verse 5 says, be wise in the way you act toward outsiders. Make the most of every opportunity. I love that phrase. Make the most of every opportunity. Let your conversation always be full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. Guys, while the kids are on our campus, while the kids are with us, we want to make the most of every single opportunity. We want to engage them. Every minute that we have with them is precious. What are some distractions that keep us from engaging the kids? Sometimes it's ourselves. Sometimes it's other grown-ups. We get distracted because we see somebody we haven't talked to in a while, and instead of worshiping with the kids, we hang out in the back and talk about whatever happened in the week. Or as they're in small group, they're playing on something or doing a game, and we end up talking with the workshop leader. Let's just make sure that we're spending every minute of that hour engaging the kids. Sometimes it's our cell phone. You know, I'm bad at this. A text comes in, I want to see what it is, or something I realize I want to look up, or whatever. We want to make sure when we're face-to-face with the kids, they have our face and that they're not seeing us on the phone. Sometimes we're just tired. You know, it's been a long weekend. We're just tired. We just feel a little mellow for the day. Just remember, we want to make the most of every opportunity. We want to make the most of that hour that we have with them. So what do? When they come in, speak to them. Make eye contact with every kid as much as you can. Worship with them in Studio 316. I know it feels goofy to do motions sometimes, but they love it. And even if they don't, act like they love it. It's very encouraging to see you participating. Work to learn their names. Joke with them. Never make fun of them, but joke around with them. Be their friend. But remember, you're not just their friend. You're an example and a role model, so there's got to be limits and expectations. Don't let little kids sit on your lap or climb on you. Be their friend, but not to the point where it's a distraction or where y'all are talking instead of them paying attention to what's going on. Also, watch for the easy-to-ignore kids. Make sure that you engage them as well. Last week, or a couple weeks ago, doing Studio 316, I noticed that one of Matt Wren's 4th or 5th graders was hanging out in the back, not really had his head down, sitting in a chair while everybody was singing. And the next thing I knew, Matt had taken him out of the room, not to get him in trouble, but to go get him a Coke, talk to him, love on him a little bit. He engaged that kid, and I appreciate that. So let's make sure that we remember we're not there to babysit. We are there to engage those kids, and God will use you in incredible ways. The second one is be above reproach. Now, first of all, last time when I talked about being late or the importance of being early, so many of you wrote back and said, I know you were talking to me. I know you were talking about me. Not at all. There's nobody specific I have in mind. These are just the best practices that we believe are essential for children's ministry. And the same thing with this one. I am not stalking anybody. I don't think anybody's doing something bad. I just want this to be out there as another best practice, is that we have to be above reproach. And what I mean by that is we have little eyes that are watching us. When you serve in children's ministry, there are Westwood kids everywhere, and they will be watching you at the ballpark, and you're at Publix or at Walmart, when you're at one of your kids' schools. So many of our kids are on Facebook or online. let's just remember that we want to continue to set a godly example for them wherever we are and whatever we're doing. Remember, we don't live separate lives. Our Westwood life is the same as our baseball park life, is the same as our work life, is the same as our Facebook life. That's all one life, and we honor God through all of it, especially because we know those 4th grade girls may be watching, or we know those 1st grade boys may see us yelling at the ref at the baseball game, or whatever, fill in the blank. But I just want you to help me, and for all of us to encourage each other to live that life above reproach. As a member of Westwood Kids team, you represent God, of course, but you also represent Westwood. We all represent Westwood and represent our ministry. So just be careful. You're grown-ups. I'm not going to give you a list of rights and wrongs and do's and don'ts. That's silly. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, as a Westwood Kids team member, we live a life that we want our kids to copy, that we want all of the kids who are there on Sunday morning, when they see us at the ballpark, when they see us at school, when they see us wherever, that they see a person that they want to be like, that they see someone showing Jesus. Last verse I'm going to share with you is from Ephesians, and it has that same phrase. This is so cool. It has the same phrase that we used earlier. It's in Ephesians 5, starting in verse 15. Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. That's the running theme, I think, in both of these best practices. Making the most of every opportunity, engaging the kids, living life wisely so that they can copy us. Guys, I appreciate that you're on our team. You are the best. That's why we asked you. That's why we recruited you. And I appreciate you giving of your time. I hope that you have a great spring break. Make sure you've let your directors know if you're going to be out a Sunday. We love you. Can't wait to see you and serve with you next time. Bye-bye.